Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. You know what we got going on today? Well, I'll tell you. That's right. You can see it down below. There's a thread or a theme going on around YouTube that I've been seeing people do. And it's something along the lines of the 10 most listened to albums in my collection kind of a thing, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I was kind of thinking to myself, well, could I pick out 10? And sure enough, I got that answer pretty soon. Because I was thinking about it and I'm like, okay, well, are there some albums that I listen to more than others? And it's like, well, yeah, there are. Because there's just certain times when, you know, you need to kind of regenerate, you know, and music does have or can produce physiological changes within oneself. And many times I found that music can be much more of a greater stimulant than, let's say, a cup of coffee to wake you up in the morning. You know, would you agree with that? If you do agree with that, well, tell me in the comments. That's what the comment section is for. So yes, there are albums that I do put on when I want to relax, or maybe just inspire me to putz around the house and, you know, clean up and straighten up and organize and all that kind of stuff. Or there's just some that are go-tos when various people show up, you know. You want something to put on that, you know, because there's such variety here, you know, and I'm very well aware that some of my tastes may drive a regular person insane, so you have to use discretion at times. So anyway, I grabbed 10 that I put on often, and these are in no particular order. I just grabbed them and grouped them like this. So the first one, be Rock Out with Dick Dale and his Deltones, live at Ciro's. Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I didn't know Dick Dale could sing. And, you know, he does a lot of classics. When was this recorded? Does it say? Let's see, 1965, a great year, a transitional period in music, recorded music all around, jazz, folk, rock, everything, man. Things were happening in 1965. I might do a dissertation on the year of 1965, but yeah. Dick Dale, shit, he even does Blowin' in the Wind. But it's fun, you know. This is fun for me to pop on and start my day, get me going, you know. And here's another rock classic that I'll put on often, whether I'm by myself or when people come. I'll put this on. This is a go-to album, The Kinks, One for the Road. What year did this come out? This was 78 or 79 or maybe even 80. I can't tell. Sometimes, man, they put these colors together, these color schemes, and man, it just makes it hard to read. But in any case, this is a fine album to listen to, but it's hard to shut sometimes. Okay, that's another one there. The next one here. Steel Guitar Hall of Fame. Yes, that's right. I do love me some steel guitar. My own personal motto is, if it don't have a steel guitar in it, it ain't country music. Fiddles are always appreciated as well. But yeah, steel guitar Hall of Fame. It's got them all. Pete Drake, Liam McCullough, Shot Jackson, Buddy Emmons, Jerry Byrd. Good little album. You know, nice to put on when, you know, you just need to feel a certain way. And, you know, like all these albums, yeah, I'll put on and I'll describe it like this. It helps me attune myself to myself. In other words, this music helps, through its vibration, shake off all the stress and anxiety of the outside world and make me remember who I am. And I love this music. It really does something to me. And one of the albums that will help is this one. Robert Fripp, Let the Power Fall, an album of Frippertronics. This might drive some people crazy, but for those that know about Fripp and Frippertronics, you know what a delight this can be on those that appreciate it. Yeah, I like it. And in the early, mid to late 1990s, I was getting into kind of these offshoots of like techno and electronica music, and I stumbled on this band called the Higher Intelligence Agency, and they put out this album. I bought it on CD first, and then I saw a few years ago that they put it on vinyl. So I grabbed it. It's a 2 LP set, and the album's called Free Floater. And if you want to hear what this album is about, there's 2 tracks in particular that really stand out for me. The first one is called 13. It is spelled out THIRTEEN. And the other one is called Skank. Don't let the title fool you, but Skank is probably my favorite track on this album, Free Floater by the Higher Intelligence Agency. Check it out. Next up, this is a good, early Saturday afternoon album to listen to when, you're just sort of open to be relaxed. You got nothing planned, and, you're just trying to think about what to do for the day. Keith Jarrett, the Cone Concerts. Classic album. Solo piano by Keith Jarrett, with the occasional vocal enthusiasm by the musician. You'll hear these little squeals and grunts. Well, I'll keep that thought to myself, but you'll hear him sometimes groaning because he's so into it, but the frequencies bouncing off those piano strings, man, I love that kind of stuff. And man, he pulls it off on here. You want to hear some nice piano music that just takes it to the next level? Keith Jarrett, Cone Concerts. Next up, one of my favorites, Miles Davis, Dark Magus. Yes, this picture is from a video screen or something like that. Where's this video, man? I would love to see this. This was recorded live at Carnegie Hall, New York City, March 30th, 1974. Wow, we just passed the 49th anniversary of this one, man. And let me just open it up here because, like I say, if these are photos taken from video, where the hell's that video, man? I want to see it. But man, he's got 2 saxophone players, 3 guitar players, bass, drums, and percussion. And you know, ultra funk squealing sax, steady drums, fat bass. You know, it's great. And you know, I do love me some funk. Here's a good one I listen to a lot. James Brown, Motherlode. It's says, for the first time on vinyl, the complete expanded edition of Motherlode, a blast of funk from deep within the vault of the Godfather of Soul, Groove On. And I'll tell you what, yeah, so they released this on CD, and on this album, which is a 2 LP set, you get 3 songs that were not on the original. Oh, on the original vinyl from '88. They did release this on vinyl in '88, and with this one you get 3 extra tracks than that one. And the earliest track, see, here's the thing too, check this out. I mean, look at that printing. You know, it's so hard to read, it's so small. But the earliest track is from 1967, and that's called Funk Bomb. That's really cool. But then you got a bunch from '69, and the latest song is Body Heat from 1976. You get a couple of instrumentals on here. You get to hear the Bootsy Collins era band, and that early '70s, late '60s James Brown period. Great album. I listen to this a lot. Here's another one I listen to a lot and really like. Grant Green, Alive. Recorded at the Cliché Lounge in Newark, New Jersey on August 15th, 1970. We are approaching the 53rd anniversary of this performance. And this is, you know, Blue Note Records. The Blue Note jazz guys at this time were, you know, heading into that soul funk type of sound. And I love the drummer on here, man. Idris Muhammad, you know, just plays a great funky drum set. I'll tell you what. So he's got tenor sax, vibes, organ, drums, and a conga player. And you may be familiar with his recording of Sookie Sookie, and that's on here. And that's the kind of thing you get, you know, a nice, steady, funky beat, a nice, jazzy sounding solo guitar, and it's great. I love this kind of stuff. And moving on, the last one, number 10, Ain't It Funky now. This is actually, I think this is released in England. And it's basically a compilation of that sort of Blue Note era jazz, soul, funk period. You know, you got Idris Muhammad on here, Melvin Sparks, Gene Ammons, you know, Leon Spencer, you know, Freddie McCoy, and a bunch of other guys. And you got some covers. You got Idris Muhammad covering Superbad by James Brown. You got Sing a Simple Song by Charles Ireland, doing Sly and the Family Stone. You got Son of a Preacher Man by Gene Ammons, you know, the Dusty Springfield song. Express Yourself by Idris Muhammad, by I can't remember who that was, the family, man. And yeah, Super Bad, Idris Muhammad by James Brown. So a nice, again, that soul, funk, jazz period. And these, I believe, are like the 45 mixes of these songs. And so I hope that you appreciate that. Top 10 most listened to albums by me, Kyle in the Sanctuary. This is it. And again, I want to thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any of these albums. Would they be in your top 10? I don't know. Tell me what your top 10 would be. That's what the comment section is for. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And again, I want to thank you for watching, and never be afraid. Step into the pleasure den of the absurd.